Jai Hind students, I hope you all are fit and fine and studying well. Till throughout the three modules, first, second and third, we studied about many things as about European traders, about British control, then why that British control brought discontentment among the Indians, and then we came to know about the First War of Independence. In this module, we will recapitulate all the subtopics that we have studied in this chapter. First of all, as we have studied about the European traders, so Vasco da Gama, Dutch, French and English traders, which became later on East India Company after defeating all other traders, all other European traders, that we have studied. Then we saw that after getting the chance, the opportunity for trade with our country, East India Company wanted to get control of our country, and in this way initially the British Company defeated the Nawab of Bengal Sirajuddaulah in 1757 in the Battle of Plassey and started acquiring the direct control of our country. Now we saw that the discontentment among Indians, as Britishers started getting the control of our country, they forced the Indians to grow cotton, indigo for the sake of their own profit. Then we understood that how the meal cloth, which was produced in Britain, British industries, that started replacing the Indian handicraft industry. Then we saw that the British made unjust laws through which they could take control of more and more kingdoms in India. And there was one such law that if the ruler died without a child, his kingdom would be taken over by the British. Then we saw that many of the Indians, the farmers, workers, traders and rulers, were definitely very angry and dissatisfied with the British rule. And whenever such a situation exists, there is a chance of revolt or uprising, and that only took place, that people forget their fears and differences and came together against the rulers, against the British rulers. And that is what which actually happened in 1857 in India. There were several reasons behind the revolt of 1857. First of all, the greased rifle, as there was a rumor at that period of time that the cartridges were greased with the fat of cows and pigs, and as Hindus regard cows as sacred and Muslims regard pigs as unclean, so definitely they were totally reluctant to bite off the cartridges. Then, due to that discontentment, when Mangal Pandey, an Indian soldier, attacked one British officer on 29th March 1857, that also create a huge problem, and Mangal Pandey was finally hanged on 8th April 1857. And on 10th May, Indian soldiers in Meerut shot down their officers and took over Meerut. This was the first war that, or first revolt that started in our country. And following that, they marched towards Delhi and persuaded the last Mughal emperor Bahadur Shah Zafar to lead the revolt. But actually there were several other leaders also who took charge of that revolt, as Nana Sahib Tantia Tope, Rani Lakshmi Bai, Begum Hazrat Mahal. However, Indian were defeated. Indian lost that battle, that war, and Britishers won. But one thing was clearly understood, that if Indian will get united and again start fighting, they can get independence. And British also understood the power of unity of the people of our country. But eventually the British government decided to take India under its direct control in 1858, and the viceroy was appointed on behalf of the crown. So this was the whole recapitulation of this chapter. Stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you and Jai Hind.